Good afternoon, HCA families. I wanted to send a video announcement because what I have to talk about is there's a whole lot more that I can say rather than type in an email. And I wanted to talk about student safety for just a minute. You can't watch the news anymore, it seems, without hearing about a school shooting or something bad that's happened at some educational facility somewhere. And here in Rockwall, we're not exempt from bad things happening, even though we are a Christian school. So the one thing we have to do is to be prepared, and I want you to know a little bit about how we do that here at HCA so that you'll understand that we do take student safety very seriously. I've always said that if I can't get your student home in the same shape or better than what you dropped them off, then I haven't really done my job. It really doesn't matter what we teach. It doesn't matter how we teach if we don't have a safe environment for students. And so here's a few things that we do. Number one, it's important for you to know that we do have an emergency plan that all of our staff members know about and that we talk about and discuss and we actually practice. So some of the things that we do, and it's important for you to know that monthly we do fire drills. We also do weather-related drills, inclement weather drills once a semester, as well as lockdown drills once a semester. And during those drills, we simulate a real lockdown where we come around and check doors and make sure they're locked, and teachers know that even if we knock on a door, they're not to come to the door. So while we don't simulate someone walking throughout the building, we do check every door and we do make corrections as we need to, and we look for ways we can get better each time we do that. A couple other things we do is every year before the school year starts, every teacher has to be trained on the use of the AEDs, the defibrillators that we have here on campus. We also do CPR and first aid training. All of our staff are trained for that. And so we do take safety very seriously. We hope that we never have to use any of those things, but we do practice them and we are prepared. Really, being a Christian school, there's three things we can do. We can pray every day for God's protection, and we do that. As a staff, individually, we all pray for you guys, we pray for the kids, we pray for each other. God, keep us safe in the world we live in, which unfortunately is a fallen world. The other thing we can do is be observant. We can observe everything that happens around us, and if anything looks funny, we talk to someone. A teacher may come and say, we're not sure who this person is on the campus, or that person didn't have a visitor's badge, and so we can immediately go and check that person out and to make sure that the kids are safe. The other thing we can do is prepare. So we pray, we observe, we make sure we're watching, and then we prepare. We practice with our drills. We do the certifications for CPR and first aid and everything we do so that, God forbid, something ever happened, but if it did, we would be ready for that. So a few of the other things that we have, as you know, you've all been here, but we have the video doorbells. If a person wants access to our buildings, they have to ring the doorbell, and we can see who that is in the front office, and we know whether we're going to let them in or not. And so we can buzz them into the front office, and last year we added the security doors in the front. So even if a person was to get into those front doors, there is a second set of doors, and they're designed for that very reason, to make sure that no one comes in the front and then has access to the kids without us in the front office knowing about it. So not only do we have video doorbells, all the doors outside, the exterior doors are always kept locked all day long. We have video cameras on the outside of the building so that we can not necessarily monitor all day, but if anything were to happen, we would have video that we could help with, show the police or whatever we needed to do. And then we also have the fence that we have started on, and it does go about halfway around the campus right now, the wrought iron fence, and I need to finish it out, but that's one of the other safety things that we're working on, as well as we'll be additionally adding some cameras over the next year or two to the back of the property where there aren't really any cameras right now. But I feel a lot better with the fence in place. One of the big things that you'll see on the news and that you'll hear if you've ever gone to any kind of trainings about any sort of incident like we're seeing in the news today is everyone is saying, if you see something, say something. That's sort of a buzz phrase right now. What does that mean? Most people who are bent on doing something heinous like we see in the news will, through social media or through conversations they have, will give a lot of clues that they are leaning that way and that they're thinking about doing something. In fact, the FBI says that most of the people, before they actually do something, they'll actually almost announce it word for word on some sort of social media. And if anyone's watching or looking or listening, they can know, well, hold on, that's not right. I need to probably say something. And many bad situations are averted by someone just simply calling the local police or the FBI or a school and saying, hey, I don't know if this is anything, but this just looked funny to me. And so that's what we're asking you to do, is have some conversations with your kids about, if you see something odd, say something to an adult. Don't be afraid to say, hey, teacher, hey, other staff member, something just didn't look funny, or something sounded funny, or I heard this, someone say this, or this was posted on social media. Say something, because a lot of times things can be averted well before they happen. Now, we've been very, very fortunate. God has blessed us. We've had no incidents, no issues here whatsoever, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't be prepared. And that's the reason for this video today. I just simply wanted you to know that safety is a top priority for us. We're having conversations about it on a regular basis. We're in touch with local police and through trainings that I go to and that other people go to, just to make sure we're current on what is out there, what to look for, and some things that we can do to be safer and to keep our students safe on this campus. Should you have any questions about anything I've said today, or if you have any just general questions that you might have thought of as I'm talking, please call me, email me up here at the office. I'd be glad to have a conversation with you about it, because you have entrusted us with your most precious item that you have, and that's your kids. And we want to take care of them, and we want to treat them the same way that you would. Thank you for taking time to listen to me today, and let me know if there's anything I can do for you.